Here we go.
Farm companion.
Farm companion.
It's not even, I don't even have to think about it. It's just like it's
just a thing.
Involuntary clapping that happens leading up to that.
Clap, drum, farm companion.
Farm companion.
Here we go. July 10th.
Yeah, buddy.
Just ticking away.
Yeah, dude.
Feels like the last, like probably since right before 4th of July, like it's just been a blur, like blowing through.
Yeah. Well, sounds like you had a bit of a, what'd you call that, shitstorm yesterday? Or it was rain technically.
Yeah, I mean, it was storm for sure. I guess two things. One, anybody listening, like obviously thoughts and prayers to the Texas stuff for flooding, because like that's legit stuff. That's insane flooding. Like we get flash floods up here, but nothing like that.
Yeah. What happened with that?
It's like
Pretty privy.
well over 100 people dead and like 170 missing. A lot of children, a lot of Christian camps along the banks of the river that just bunkhouses just gone.
River flooded because of just excess rain.
A flash flood, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Rose like...
I saw some videos of it rising and stuff.
Rose like 30 feet in 45 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not to be insensitive, like how do people, 45 minutes is enough time to run that far away.
Middle of the night.
You know what I mean? Oh, it happened in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. It crested like between 3 and 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like they woke.
That's weird. The video that I saw was like during the day.
I think it was probably further down.
Must be.
Yeah. But where Kirk County is where most of it happened. That's where most of the deaths occurred. And yeah, it was like 4 a.m. that it happened. And like most of those campers and stuff woke up to like, it was already flooded. Like, so they opened the doors and it's
rushing through there. Wow.
Yeah. So pretty wild.
What part of Texas was that?
It was the hill country. So like central Texas, like just west of Austin, north of San Antonio, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Hill country.
Yeah, gotcha.
Apparently like flash flood alley is what they're saying.
Oh, really?
I guess it's happened before, like in 1987. Same river, same thing.
That's a long time.
Yeah. But I mean, it was... I don't know how much rain they got 12 to 15 inches of rain in like a couple hour period.
Yeah.
So, but it's crazy to think that like 30, that goes up 30 feet in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that's intense.
I've been learning a lot about dams and water increasing here recently for some property research we've been doing.
Yeah. So
it's interesting.
Yeah. So
water is a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Really
and that's
powerful.
it. I mean, it most of that, I mean, it wiped out a couple campgrounds. I mean, it was just picking up, river cabins and just washing them away. Gone.
Oh, yeah.
Vehicles buried.
Well, dude, it's amazing. Like, you look at just a body of water and you're like, oh, it's just, whatever you think about it, but think about like your car on the highway. It's like, dude, even just with like a flash, if you get immediately 1 or 2 inches of rain, it's like, it will pick your car up and move it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, there were definitely people trying to drive through
in motion,
which,
obviously. It obviously takes more than that if it's stationary, but you know what I mean?
So anyways, yeah, sucks on that side.
Bummer.
Yeah, so I went down yesterday. Plan was twofold. One, I'll break it down. Spray my clover just with clethodim, butirac, and fertilizer, and then spray my beans in the bottom, Roundup Ray beans. And so I think it was like the day before, there was like a chance of like 0.1 at like noon or something like that. So I didn't even go down that early because I'm like, it's going to rain. I'll get there around noon and I can check some cameras if it's raining. And like I got there and it like started a monsoon and that son of a bitch just like sat over me for like 3 hours. I mean, I was on my machine out like in the fields trying to like, just check cameras and stuff while like multitask. And dude, I couldn't see anything. It was raining so hard. Like my logging roads were just like rivers coming down.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Did you get soaked? You had rain gear? Or?
Well, fortunately I've got an enclosed cab. But when I was out of the cab.
Fully enclosed?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yeah, I got
nice for spraying.
I got soaked.
I got to look into that.
The downfall still, and so I had a recall on that thing. I went and got like the charging harness changes. Like it can't get wet.
Oh, you're talking about on your on the Ranger?
Yeah, on the Ranger.
Oh.
Yeah,
is your tractor cabin fully enclosed?
No.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. No, my tractor's in Kentucky.
Yeah, well, I heard you say that you can't spray it, but what do you mean it can't get wet at all?
So it's like there's a sensor around the battery, and if it gets wet, it'll throw an error. And as long as you don't shut the machine off, you can still use it. But if you shut the machine off and turn it back on, it's like it's frozen until that dries off. Like it's basically a shorting because it's electric. It's a shorting mechanism. And I thought that was part of the like recall that they fixed. No, like as soon as I turned it on after being in the rain, it was like started throwing errors at me and stuff. So I just had to leave it on the whole time. I couldn't turn it off. And it was fine. And eventually it stopped raining when I was spraying and it dried out in 30 minutes. But it's like, for that expensive a machine, you can't figure out a way to keep that shit dry.
I don't even understand. Like, does it have to breathe? Like, why can't they just waterproof it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean,
it's like right there.
They can't be that easy, right?
Well, because the first time it happened was we were using atrazine and stuff, and it like splattered up on my back windshield, and so I just like squirted off the back windshield, and then I was driving on the farm in Illinois, and it starts throwing these codes, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Where's the weak spot at? Where does it get wet?
Between the bed and the cab.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. If you have a kinetic, and it's awesome. Like, dude, it is as muddy and nasty and everything. Like, that thing was a beast, but that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Figure.
Well, and where it freaked me out was where we were emptying the tank and I started hosing it off to like clean it off, clean it off. You're like,
don't do it.
Can't do that. And I was like, what do you mean?
Don't do it. That's
You can't clean it ever.
Like, you can't. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You can't spray it. You can't clean it.
Wow. Maybe somebody will comment if they have the inside.
Well, I was thinking about doing some kind of like a rubber mat, and like bolt it in so it like would just deflect it off of there. But I still think water is going to get up in there.
Well, it can come from underneath, but I mean, at least to clean your machine off, you'd think you could. Well, it's probably can get behind the seat too. Like it connects.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an enclosed cab. On mine, like it's glass and enclosed. Like
that's true. I wonder if you could just get a custom piece of plastic made and then just caulk it on there.
Yeah. So it was sat in
your bucket won't be able to lift, but
it sat in recall for 2 weeks when they were because it failed this recall, so they had to rechange this charging harness, which they're like, oh, it could have burned your house down. I'm like, I had it in my garage anyway. It's not my house, but yeah. And so they change out all these parts, and I'm thinking, oh, well, that's probably one of the things. Like, if you're changing the whole charging harness, like, that's part of it.
Right.
Threw that code right away.
Yeah, well.
I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Surprisingly, we didn't have it when we were in Iowa, because remember, we drove through that rain the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
It was because it dried out the next day, or I didn't use it for a couple days when it wasn't raining.
Yeah, we didn't use it for a couple days.
So, anyways, eventually... So I checked some cameras and stuff. It dried out.
By the way, I've got an interesting thing to tell you about. Just speaking of Iowa, where you killed your buck.
Okay.
Yeah. Afterwards.
Yeah. So it dried out. Finally passed through. My gauge said we got like 3.5 inches of rain in 2 hours, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And so sprayed all the clover and stuff. It looks great. I'm super happy with that.
Afterwards, you went out.
I just stayed out in the field the whole time. Because I was like, as soon as it stops raining, I got to start spraying or it's going to get dark on me.
Yep.
And so it passed through at like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
I'd have been back at the cabin drinking.
Yeah, I almost went back to start working on stuff.
Yeah, doing work.
And I was just like, I don't know. So I changed some cameras, moved some stuff around, put some mineral licks out. But so sprayed all the clover. It looks great. Super happy with that. Got down into the beans. They look terrible.
Just crushed.
Yeah, I mean,
big bean field, right? It's like 3 acres.
Yeah, but it's 2. It's like a 2 and change and like a 1 acre field.
Yep.
And definitely getting hammered, but like so freaking weedy, like grass and weeds, like.
And you haven't sprayed them yet.
No, and so my guess is like I know he drilled those in. I think it was late April or first week of May. Remember, I drilled them early.
Yeah, like 6 to 8 weeks ago, probably, right?
So that's part of it, I guess. I mean, I didn't use a pre-emergent, which for sure will if I ever try to plant them there again. They definitely are getting hit. There's more beans in there than I thought. My initial reaction was like toast, like they're gone. There are more in there. They're just suffocated.
It's not uncommon with beans. A lot of guys, even that picture we saw of our Illinois stuff, I feel better when I look at farmers who know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you'll see them and they look weedy. Like that 4th of July, that's when everybody gets out and sprays. And at that point, a lot of the weeds, it's grasses for the most part, are hiding the beans.
Oh yeah.
And then they torch it and that Johnson grass dies off and then you're like,
yeah.
Get a beautiful bean field there.
Yeah, so it definitely looks like it might have got some water at some point, but there are a bunch of beans in there. So I nuked it all.
You think it flooded? Like, is it in a low spot?
There's a big creek there. That's all in a flood zone there.
Have you seen it flood before?
No.
Is there any other sign of flooding, like things washing away, or?
Yeah, I mean, just the banks and stuff are up.
Around trees and stuff.
No, just the banks and stuff are up. Like you can see where the grass has been pushed over. Like it probably. I mean, there have been before I owned it. That place, the house that I tore down was underwater. The cabin that I bought the second time that I traded was underwater. Like those have been underwater. It's in like that floods out that much.
Wow.
My little cabin kind of sits up on the hill, so it's like just out of the flood zone.
Yeah, you got to get a camera that kind of can monitor that.
I had a camera down there.
360 in the bean field or something?
No, because I have no service.
Mm.
Yep. And then the 2 cameras that I had down there filled up cards in like May.
Yeah, you checked those. Oh, really?
Yeah, I was really pissed. One of them, I think it was a card issue. The other one, just took a shitload of pictures of just deer pounding stuff.
Yep.
So
beans look like shit. Mainly weeds or just not growing well? Or
grasses, weeds, and all the above. Considering
dude, you got to spray them.
I mean, I got that picture 4 weeks ago and they were like 8-inch tall beans.
Yeah.
And like maybe they're a foot at this point.
Interesting.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Are you seeing browse pressure? I mean, if you look at yeah, they're getting pounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And they'll probably get pounded worse. Oh yeah, I nuked it. Glide and turbo.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
And 31818 from Deer Grow in there and boost.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think they'll get crushed. Like as that all starts dying, that will reveal them as like what's left.
Maybe.
So I'm planning on just going in and brassica on that whole bottom.
Yep.
And honestly, that's the second year in a row beans haven't made it. That might be the last year that they're attempted unless I really invest in a fence.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a pain in the
ass. Another $800.
It's not even that. It's just that the deer knock it down and I'm not there.
You're doing it. Guys have success.
Yeah.
Enough people do it that I'm like, I believe that it works. It looks like a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I would rather like even clear more area to plant more to not have to do it. But
I wish I could. Yeah, but
if you
no
can't, then
area.
it is what it is.
It's
and you're not going to be, December and January with a 3 acre, 2 acre bean field.
Yeah. And I mean it's just, there's a lot of deer on there.
It may not be possible. It may not be with the deer numbers you have on your place too. Mm-hmm. It might not.
Yeah, there's a pile of them on there.
Even if you do fence it, it's like, okay, from October 1, how long does it take them to pummel it?
Yeah, probably pretty quick would be my guess. So anyways, we'll I nuked it. I'll put brassica in there. Okay, yeah, there's just a lot of deer on there. I mean, the cameras I did check were like, I don't know, just a ton of bucks, a lot of 2 and 3-year-olds, a couple 4-year-olds. I've got one for sure 5-year-old on camera, and that's it right now. A lot of 3s and 2 3s and 4s for sure. So yeah, so we'll see. I think I was looking back. I think August, beginning to mid-August was when I really had a bunch of deer pal in there last year. Now they did that chipping like all around that property, and that shit is like prime deer food right now. Yeah. It's not. I'm sure they're bedding 2 feet. Mm-hmm. Like I'm sure they're bedding in it from a summer side, but they'll get out of it at some point, like because it's not secure cover at all. Yeah, a couple of years.
The year after. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'm sure there's a bunch of deer over in there. And I don't know if that's going to get pressured or what, but I'm sure I've got several of the bucks that I'm looking. There's probably a couple bachelor groups in those areas. So, yeah. So yeah, hard to say that a farm day gets shitty, but that was a rough one. Just from,
things not going right.
Yeah. Just you have you drive 3 hours, you've got a plan of execution and like, blows up.
Yep. That sucks.
So,
sounds like you got it done though.
Yeah, and it didn't rain after that for at least 5 or 6 hours, so I assume I'll get a good kill on everything. Mm-hmm. I'll put brassica in that bottom. I'll overseed those clover plots up at the top, and should be good. I've still got to get a bunch of cameras out, but I got a few new ones in some areas that SD card stuff that I'll check at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Put some down in that bottom by that beam field. The one, I think I put a story up on it where I killed my buck last year was kind of cool. So that gap dumps into what will be the bean and brassica field. And last year it was just rye in that gap. And then I came in this year and I did IMOX on it, and then I frost seeded it, and it looks fantastic. It's like a tenth of an acre, just probably 30 yards wide, just strip from that logging road to the field gap, basically.
Did you? I couldn't tell. Did you plant the whole that clearing?
No,
because you pan from like side to side, and it looked like a lot of weeds and just
there is
growth.
Yeah.
And
so
stuff.
there's like I basically just planted the strip.
Oh,
so there's about a 1/4 acre field there.
Why not?
Why didn't I plant that 1/4 acre field? More of a funnel, just to get them through there to the bean field. Yep.
My OCD couldn't handle that.
I mean, I can't get a bow shot at them on the other side of the field.
Really? It's that far?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably the edge of where I stopped planting is 45 yards. So, I mean, there's
wow.
There's a big
maybe it's
chunk.
bigger than I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yeah,
I'd plant that whole thing. I'd put a water hole right in front of you and a scrape. You
Yeah.
got a scrape there, right?
There's a scrape. There's a couple scrapes on there. Mm-hmm.
Like you got a primary one there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of.
That's the spot, dude.
They're up in the bean field more. That's what they do. Is they pass through there and dump into the big field. So
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I think it'll do the same. If there's one down there, it'll be the same thing as last year. It'll come right through that gap.
It's crazy to me to see. Granted, I haven't seen it in person, but like it's funny. It just looks like a.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know they're like logging rows, but it must be more remote than like when I see it. I'm like, it's just like a.
Yeah, I mean, that's like in the middle of the property.
Yeah.
And so that there's a ton of property back where that deer came from, and it's just big bedding knobs back there. So basically I slip up the creek and then climb into that stand, and they're bedded back up in that valley, and they drop down in with the thermals, and then they walk right out.
Textbook.
Yeah. So I put a SD camera there. There were one or two bucks last year that if they were down there would be awesome. Who knows? We'll see.
Right on.
We'll see. So, yeah. So, I mean.
So you going back for, I guess, to put brassicas down?
I'll put brassicas down. I'll get some stands and cameras will be the next trip with that, because brassica, putting that down won't take long.
Do you have any dedicated brassica plots, or are you just putting it into the bean field?
Nope, just in the bean field.
Just gonna broadcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, just broadcast in the bean fields. And
fertilizer?
He fertilizes it. He put a ton down during the beans campaign. So
the bean campaign.
The bean campaign.
Nice.
Yep. So, and I might spray the brassicas. We'll see what they look like with Nitro-Gro or something at some point.
The clover.
The brassicas, yeah.
Like with fertilizer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool.
So, but yeah.
That's where I'm at, dude. When you start prepping for brassicas and fall plots, it's like it starts getting real.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely
we're in it now, as they would say.
We're in it now. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Now it's like looking at these, like, because these obviously most of these bucks aren't moving 150 yards a day. Like, it was funny. I ran one of the 4-year-olds off of the plot he's in every day, sprayed it, left, and then he was like there right away. He must have just been bedded like 30 yards off there, just waiting.
Interesting. I'd love to know if they've done a collar survey during the summer. Because I don't know. I mean, they're definitely not like cruising or doing anything like that, but it wouldn't surprise me if they also were covering a fair amount of ground. But I think the habitat type that they're in is different during the season. I think they're just like, especially in ag country, which you're not in Ohio, but like in Illinois, for instance, for my farm in Ohio, they're just like lost at sea of ag.
Yeah.
They just bury themselves in like the earliest planted beans, the best looking alfalfa.
No pressure.
The coolest, little, whatever you call them, ditches and drainages and stuff. And
yeah, no, I think that's, the Big Woods side. I will say that like those, this is now going into full year 2 of the timber cut. And like that shit is thick.
Cool.
Is gnarly in there. And I mean, obviously the weather has been just pumping forage out
for sure
with the rain and humidity. So yeah, they look good. And I mean, that's probably why I have a ton of deer. I had, on a half-acre clover plot the other night, or one of the nights I pulled a SD card, I had like 7 bucks and like 8 does in it or something.
Wow.
So, and that's kind of the thing. It's like, I do need to kill some does off there. You know, I killed one last year, so that's that's a given.
Sounds like you need to kill about 30.
It's the buck side, man. Like especially as we get into September and October, like
I don't think you need to worry about that.
I won't even see a doe.
Really?
Like, I won't see does.
See, that's weird because like, the does don't leave.
I don't see
in theory. I mean, like they are more of a right.
I could count.
What's the word? They're not like a nomadic creature as much. They're not.
No, I mean their home ranges. Their home ranges.
They're home ranges.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, is there a shift in doe ranges
definitely
in the
is.
summer and the fall,
especially from fawning to fall? Because like a lot of the times in the fawning, late spring, early summer, they're occupying the best habitat, better than a buck's gonna get. You know, that doe will just kick his ass out of there.
Best fawning habitat. Is it necessarily the best? You know what a buck wants? I don't think it is. I think does wants, whether it's warm or cold, whatever. They just want thickets. Like I think they want expansive grass. They want expansive, areas that they can get lost out in. I'll see them in timber too, though. You know, maybe I'm off on that, but whereas the bucks seem to, especially midsummer, like they want to isolate in a ditch, like in a whatever has the coolest temperature.
The ag country side of it, right? Like in the woods, there is no ditches. Like these.
Where are you seeing the bucks bedding at right now?
They're bedding no shit, like probably 20 to 30 yards off of my food plots in the woods, mostly on points and stuff. Still, so they're playing thermals and winds.
Yeah. So they're still localizing like on food sources.
Dude, I have one plot. It's the one I've talked about numerous times that smells like fucking cattle. And it's funny that I say that. It didn't yesterday because it had monsooned like right afterwards. But I count 10 to 15 bucks in a given night walking through that plot. And it's a half-acre clover plot.
Wow.
But like,
is that far from your pinch spot there?
Yeah, it's probably half plus mile up over the hill.
Cool.
It's up on top and my spot's down on the bottom. And eventually those deer obviously spread out. But in the summer, it's just, yeah. And I mean, my other clover plots look really good. And like, they just don't use it. I don't see them.
Is there a problem then? Like come season, you don't see the does, you just see the bucks. Like that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, last year was the year.
Or are you just hunting? Is it?
Well, I don't have a ton of opportunities to kill does. Like, so if I want to shoot does.
It's on camera too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, most of my cameras are going to be on scrapes or something, So yeah, I don't see does hardly at all. Yeah, like hardly at all. They're there, I'm sure. It's just they're not.
They gotta be.
They're just not as visible. But I mean, even from a hunting standpoint, I mean, the number of opportunities to kill a doe on that property that I've had, a few.
Yeah. Well, you only hunted it like once last year, right?
Yep, once last year.
Yeah, and you're set up.
Well, but I hunted with the kids, and they didn't have a chance to shoot a doe. Just didn't see one.
Well, you're hunting per box, so, and it's just, yeah.
Yeah, it's just different.
The does are going to be localized on your food sources and,
Yeah, but there's a ton of deer on that. And
that's cool.
Yeah, just a pile of bucks. And so hope is, like I said, I got one 5-year-old, so I mean, that's at least one target.
What is he?
Last year he was a mainframe 8, but he had a big dagger kicker off.
Cool.
He's got another one this year. It's not as big, but he's got real big bladed brows, and he'll probably be an 8. He's just heavy, tight and heavy.
Awesome. Probably low to mid 40s.
Yeah, probably.
With that dagger.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sweet deer.
Yep. And then I've got I've got some really good 4-year-olds.
Dude, we need to be more appreciative. I'll rag on him for a minute. Like, in love. Like, dude, Rendell's got all these properties in Kansas. Like, he's doing all this work. Best deer he's got is like 140-inch 8-point.
Yeah.
Probably 5-year-old, but like, we're pretty fortunate to have some.
Oh, yeah, man. It's crazy. I'm hoping that 2 or 3 of the deer that I know from last year will still show up.
We have so much time. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I do have one of the big 3-year-olds from last year. He's been around, but he's been more consistent here recently. He's a mainframe 9. That deer is going to be all over low 50s probably this year.
That's the shed that's out here?
No, I didn't find his shed. Those 2 deer, I have both of those on camera. One's probably going to be high 30s, low 40s, and then the 8's probably going to be low to mid 40s. Cool. Would be my guess. I got him on camera this morning.
It's so fun to see him go like year to year.
Yeah, and that's starting to build a little bit with him. That's that 1/8 that I've got over there.
Oh, nice.
That's that. This is from end of June, but that's that 5-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can really surprise you. Some deer are like,
yeah,
who knows, dude? That deer could put on like 7-8 inch tines.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that's nuts, but
yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, it's been good, and yeah, I'll be excited to see but I am going to take advantage of early season in Ohio, because I do think that at least for a lot of those deer,
I just go back and do that again. I go back to right to the same spot.
Yeah,
I get a pattern on a scrape right in front of that tree. I freaking go kill them.
Yeah, so that'll be good.
It can happen that way if they're there. If they're going to use it the same way, it's
Yeah, I haven't paid attention. I haven't scoped any of the trees for acorns and stuff yet to see how they look, but
I think that's what has the biggest impact on like the.
Yep.
If those does are leaving, like if they're just at a landscape level, right now you have a great food source.
Yeah, with all the browse.
For year-round, with all the browse, with all the food plots, and you will have acorns too, but when all the other properties now have acorns also, they may disperse.
And that was a huge one last year too, so I've got, call it 4 acres of clover plots up on the top ridges I put in 2 springs ago, I guess. And last year they were torched because we were in that drought. That's where I had cracks that I could like drop a 7-foot stick down and like I don't know where it went.
Wow.
All of those clover plots look really, really good this year.
Cool.
So
that's a ton of food.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of. And honestly, I was surprised. That could be why there are some beans left in that bean field, is because that's taken some pressure off. Plus the native browse side. So yeah, it'll be interesting. And I've got a ton of oaks on there, so I'll throw acorns too. So
I can get the right move though. I'd put brassicas down and then just plan on probably 100 pounds per acre on rye too. If you got that kind of deer pressure, they're going to hammer it. If we have any kind of drought.
Yeah, and that's what I did. I put rye in there.
Get your urea down then.
Yep. So, but yeah, so I think it's in pretty good shape right now. Just wait until brassicas to be put in the ground, move some cameras around, hang some stands.
Cool.
Just wait at that point.
I did the same thing. Was it Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
This past Sunday. So, what's today? Thursday. So 4 or 5 days. I'm tracking because I sprayed the clover.
Yeah.
I went out and sprayed everywhere that I'm going to do my brassicas.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up mowing some areas too.
You put 2,4-D in with that?
I did. So that's what I elected for. I went 2 quarts per acre on Gly and about 10 ounces per acre of 2,4-D.
Do you use crop oil or?
Yep.
I bought that turbo stuff, which is supposed to be pretty good. So
I use turbo and Hellfire.
Yep.
Turbos. Is Turbo's the pH conditioner or is it the oil?
That I think it's the surfactant.
Surfactant, and then Hellfire, I guess, is the pH conditioner.
Yeah,
it could be vice versa. I'm not sure.
Yep.
But yeah, I went out and sprayed. I think I'm gonna end up with probably 5.
Yep.
5 acres of brassicas.
Yeah, with that new one.
That's probably what I'll have. So, as time goes on, I'm more and more like wanting to have both. In the same location. So what do you
mean by both?
Clover and brassicas. And that's probably coming from, this is the first year I've had a really successful cycle now to where I've been really controlling weeds successfully.
Yeah.
I really successfully frost seeded clover. So everything was clover, this year. And so I was able to like selectively leave a few spots. So what I did was
that clover looked banging.
You know how when you start on the outside loop and you're counting it, I basically just left like whatever's left in a third. So, I just
in the center.
Yeah. Once you start having to back up and turn around, I'm like, I just leave the middle there.
Yep.
In some, like at the easy gate and stuff, it was because I had a clear split.
Cut it off.
I'm like,
right
okay,
there.
I get a nice little 1/8 acre here, and then I got a road, and then on that side is brassicas. So I did that, but so all those were pretty clean, and like obviously as I'm spending time there, I'm like, oh, my switch is looking amazing. I'm like, everything's looking great.
Which you did.
Yeah, it does. And I decided last minute to put one new one in. I just, I'm not sure what prompted that, other than just like a general feeling of wanting to pull away and have a hunting option further away from what I know is a core bedding area.
Yep.
There's obviously, in all of this, we'll talk about this at some point, like all of the surrounding pressures and what's happening here at some point.
You're just trying to move closer to the middle.
Just trying to hunt them smarter. I'm trying to pull them in, give myself options that have, better wind options, better access and stuff. So I'm just stepping away a little bit. And the one brassica plot that I had there is, number one, maybe not enough to feed 2 what I would call core areas.
Yep.
You know, I want to have a brassica and a clover food source that's associated with a core area.
Yep.
With everyone. You know, so that the bucks in those areas and whatever, the doe family groups, they can have their own thing. Not that they won't do both.
Sure.
You know, but I'm kind of looking at like that east twin. I'm like, okay, I know this is a core area on this ridge. They drop down, they hit this, they stage into the, you know, and then here's my grain food source. I'm almost now doing the same. Like I have a broader band out from like, you know, this clear cut section or no man's land, we call it. And historically, we've gone right in. I've hunted on that inside corner, and there's no good way to do it. It's on the western side of this big block of timber. And so I was like, it just felt right. I was like, dude, I have this knob. It's an area that we burned 2 years ago in an effort to thicken up. That has been somewhat of a failure, frankly, just because I think so much cool season grass is taken back over.
Just staying in the soil.
It's wild. It's just like reverts to cool season pasture.
So it's almost like you just have to be nuking it all the time.
Constant, yeah. I mean, or replace it with something.
Yeah, choke it out with switch or something.
Replace it with something. Yeah, exactly. So I went in and I mowed. I mowed that day about an acre.
Yeah,
about an acre brassica plot there, and I feel really good about the location of it. I sprayed it the same day, so that's not ideal, right?
Right.
You know, so because you're eliminate when you mow it, you're getting rid of all of like if it's a broadleaf, you know, the leaves are gone. There's nothing to intake chemical. Yeah. So you don't want to do that necessarily.
You got thatch covering stuff up.
But there also was no reason not to do it that day. So I sprayed that with Glyne 2,4-D right after I mowed it. It'll kill some of the grasses.
Well, and your plan's to drill. So you know.
But I'm going to have to spray it again.
Yeah,
so,
but it'll be clean. Your drill will blow right through that stuff, and then you can spray it.
I'm not worried about getting soil in or, you know, I just want to get a good kill on it. So yeah, that one I'll have to spray again at the time of seeding. But the other ones, I won't.
Yeah, they'll be good.
Yeah,
nuked.
They'll be fine.
Which planning in 2 weeks, give or take?
Yeah. Yep. Next to last week of this month.
Weather dependent.
Yep.
That sounds right,
and
man.
Getting the drill from the co-op dependent.
Also dependent.
Scheduled to pick it up on that Monday.
It definitely is, because I was thinking about that when we were talking about your food. Like, it's kind of weird because, like I was saying, I have so many deer on that Ohio farm right now. They do spread out a little bit, and then obviously with mast and things like that. Yours, like when that ag goes down, they just like mushroom to your food because there isn't any other food, right? When you cut hundreds of acres of ag around the farm, like the food is your food plots or your central bean field and stuff.
Yeah, and I don't see it as extreme as you do in the Midwest. Like our Illinois farm proves to be like an extreme case of that, where there's no deer there right now. It's like, hey, there might be every once in a while.
We saw 2 2-year-olds or something yesterday.
Yeah, there's, I don't know, 8 or 10 does on 150 acres. You know, it's like very few deer sightings. Maybe we're exaggerating, but you know, come November once those crops come off, it's like, holy cow, there's freaking, you know, they really show up. That's the problem.
There's nowhere else for them to be.
Nowhere else for them to be. Mine's in Ohio is somewhere in between. It's like they're there now. You know, there's a good amount of deer because there's ag fields in the area, and we have enough acreage to, you know, that I can surveil it. And then, but they definitely do hammer the food plots. It's not like all these new deer come in, but they do lock on to our food sources a little better. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, even like with your brassicas and stuff, like they'll crush it, but I mean, I could plant a 1/4 acre brassica in my Ohio farm, and they, you know, by the time you get to December or whatever, it'll be gone.
I don't know, frankly, if there's anything more powerful than a brassica plot in September during a drought.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they'll wipe those out. That's been my downfall of brassicas the last. Well, last year worked great. I ended up seeding twice last year, I think, because the first ones either got mauled or the drought took them out, and then the second one, I remember showing up. It might have been when I killed my buck. I showed up in October, and I'm like, holy shit, there's brassicas all over the place here. Because we finally caught some rain at that point.
Yeah. They really draw to it.
But that's what's ended it here. I'm hoping to get brassicas established here in Pennsylvania, buying a house for the kids, because that's usually the most tonnage I can pack in. Because that's a classic, like, it's 1 acre. There's no food around besides the guys illegally baiting. And
you
so
get some rye in there too.
Yeah, and it's gone. I mean, they'll just by second week in November. But if we had that drought, it was second week of September.
Behind your house is another example of where a fence would probably work pretty good. Put that on Carter. Say, hey, it's your chores.
There's no deer there right now, which is nice. It's kind of like our Illinois farm. Like I'll plant and it'll be fine. Come October is when they hammer it.
Oh, well,
which is the right timing.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be unless we get a drought, right? But it'll be a great looking food plot this year. But yeah, we just have to not have drought.
Yeah. Speaking of switch, I did show you that. I showed you the video. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dude.
So that's your 2-year-old switch?
2-year-old switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really stoked about it. Oh, that's the other thing I did. I mowed my 1-year-old switch.
Yeah.
I mowed it.
Yep. Main reason?
Weeds.
Yep.
A lot of weeds. So, and I've been diligently, it's amazing how much, spraying and management and stuff it takes. So I planted about like 7 acres of switch, a lot of switch in there. Looks better than my first year switch last year. I'm like, I drilled it. It's money.
Yep.
Did good, pre-emergence. I had simazine down on all that. I've sprayed it once.
I think
No,
you haven't sprayed that.
I haven't.
Well, you sprayed it before you drilled.
Prior, but I haven't done anything to it since I drilled it. So yeah, there's a lot of just ragweed, common ragweed. Frankly, there's a ton of walnut trees in there, which I'm a little not sure what to do with because like 240 is going to kill it.
Oh yeah.
So it's a switch field, not a walnut field.
Mm-hmm.
I had Jed out looking at it though. He's like, dude, did you plant these? He's like, they're like every 8 feet. It's like perfect.
All the damn squirrels just burying them.
There's a lot of walnut trees around. So, but anyways, I went and I mowed it because I didn't have enough 2,4-D. Mm-hmm. I'm going to probably spray it in the next month.
Yep. That sounds right.
To kill out all those broadleaves.
Yep.
Probably just 2,4-D. So I'm going to hit in crop oil and stuff. But
yeah, I mean, I would assume benefits of like a simazine or something right now.
Everybody I'm talking to is just, I don't know that there's that much germination happening at that point in the year. It's just really, especially like in August 1st.
Yep.
It's like, hey, your broadleaves are kind of like, they would be at their peak at that point. Mm-hmm. The grasses have, another month or two, to really do their thing. That's the best time for them to be growing. Yep. So, it's as good a time as any to go in and eliminate the broadleaf competition. And that switch should be, I bet it'll get 2 to 3 feet this year.
That's awesome. Yeah, that'll be insane next year.
Because right now, when I mowed it the other day, I had stuff that was, I'm going to say 6 inches to 6 to 8 inches to,
we
to,
saw
to
it
a foot.
Popping when we were out on the farm,
Oh, it's there, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I mean, we'll, talk about any of the warm seasons, like between now and September, like they're putting on inches for sure.
I'm seeing the deer use it immediately too.
Are they?
My second year switch over on the by the Easy Gate stuff.
Beds in it?
Well, I don't know. I haven't walked. I don't know, but I definitely see them traveling to it, like, and it could be anywhere. It's like a 360 camera.
It's creating a
and
buffer.
Instead of coming out of the timber in this, I see them walk up the edge of that switch
because they feel secure.
It's pretty cool.
That's what you want. I mean, that's the insulation cover you're looking for. Yeah, man, it's gonna happen fast. I mean, it is now is really cool because there's plenty of deer. Not that they're done, but like they're pretty far along at this point. There's other deer that look like they're way behind and they're about to just explode over the next 3 weeks and just throw whatever
you say they're
they
done?
can.
Sorry, I just got that.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Not yet. Not yet.
No, there's most of them are. They'll start calcifying here.
Not mine. No, dude, I got another couple weeks. What's today? Mid-July?
It doesn't matter. There's only a certain growth cycle they have.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? What doesn't matter?
Their antler growth. Like at some point they'll max out and they'll just start calcifying. So even though there's like growing season left, like they won't grow.
Well, right, yeah. I mean, they're going to grow to what they're going to grow regardless. It's not like cut short by the season.
Correct. Yeah, but like there'll be some deer and those will be the ones that shed out early too.
What I'm saying is I'm seeing, you can just tell by looking at the antlers.
Mm-hmm. Bulbs
growing
around area.
To do. Yeah, or that's still happening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. We got to. Well, some might be done. Yeah, definitely. Some.
I bet that big one doesn't have too much more left on him. You think he does?
I'll give you a prediction.
I don't know, man. I don't think
I'll give you a prediction that there's no possible way to prove wrong. And here, I'll show you a picture last time. I'm kind of hiding it from the camera here. That deer, oh yeah. That deer's got another, I mean, who knows on the total score, but he's got at least another inch or two happening on every tine, especially the main tines.
Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm.
If that's a big deer.
Yeah, probably mid-70s is what I was thinking.
You think mid-70s now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could be.
Yeah, he's got some time left on him. But I mean, compared to like you've got other deer that
I bet you're right. I bet he is mid-70s.
that are barely throwing 2s, and they're going to be a mainframe 8 or something at least.
Sure.
Yeah, that are like way behind.
Sure, that's fair.
On that side. I would assume that deer dropped super early.
Must have.
Had to have. Like, I mean, that thing looked damn near complete mid-June.
Here's a good 3-year-old for you. Check. Oh, maybe if. What do you think? I don't know. This is the best picture of him. It could be a 4-year-old. Probably a 3-year-old though.
I bet that's a 4-year-old.
Could be.
His body's way thicker than some of your 3-year-olds. A
lot of growing left to do on that deer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great one where that entire right side has still got a lot to put on.
That was yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, you still any of those early dropped ones they're gonna round out.
What do you think of that sucker, dude? I know they always look big from behind, but like he looks pretty good.
That's GR8.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna disappoint. Unfortunately, I mean,
in what way?
I say disappoint, but he'll probably be like 138.
Think so?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Why does he look so big?
I think he must be small.
He must be.
I bet he's a small stature. Because if you told me, because last year we were thinking that deer was going to give
probably right.
mid-30s a run and like
mid-40s
a run, and he cracked like 20s.
I do think he's going to throw 4s here too. So
that'll help.
That'll help.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I would say he's upper 30s, maybe 40. But I bet he's just a small bodied deer.
Could be.
Yeah.
I saw him the other day in person.
Mm-hmm.
Look good. His frame's definitely bigger.
You just sit him next to like another good buck. That would be your telltale sign.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's I don't think, I mean, the moisture's been really good for at least where we're at here.
Can't beat it.
Catching some good ones in Illinois, thankfully, because it's not great there. Like, it's overwhelmingly, but we're just catching the right ones at the right times, which has our plots looking really good, and the fact there's no deer there right now.
Been checking those beans, dude. Like,
oh, dude, those beans down in
we're gonna go
look
out
amazing. I don't even know if you're gonna end up putting brassicas in there.
We may not.
I don't think you will. I think
if we can, we will. But
yeah, well, I think it's just gonna be they'll be shaded out.
Get another decent rain. Yeah, get another one coming Sunday, maybe.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, I think those are good.
We're gonna just be so just jacked up. But I know when we go out there in July, it's like it's gonna be food city. We're gonna be like, dude, look at this place.
And the cover is improved dramatically.
I'm really anxious to see the
where they sprayed the foxtail.
Well, that and the bottom field, really.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main one. I want to see what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. I bet it's good.
I hope so.
There's a lot.
What if you go down and it's just like, dude, that stuff that you see right around the.
Oh, dude, that
stuff's like 7 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah, I bet there's really good bunch grasses.
And you still got August and you got a bunch of growing season here left.
Yeah,
it could be huge. What if that whole field's like 7 foot tall? That's what you want.
That's what you want. That's what we're looking for. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Fertile and
it'll
moist.
be interesting. It's kind of there's like I said, there's properties that I'm like summer is the time when I'm tuning into like what bucks are there because that's what I'm gonna hunt. There's other places that's just like Illinois, may not see our first deer to shoot until September. Like
we'll kill a 160 plus off that Illinois farm this year. I'm pretty confident.
That'd be nice. Yeah,
pretty confident.
Yeah, I think it's set up right. They got to be there, which we know several of them made it through, so they just have to show back up.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's probably, if there's anything that like between now and end of August, first part of September, it's the waiting for those ones that you're expecting to show.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something that's
the best part about this time of year.
If it doesn't,
when they finally do, you're like, there he is.
Yeah, if it's something that like didn't show till October, November, I'm not saying those deer, but it's the ones that you're like every summer. When we get ready to start the season, he pops back up, and it's waiting. In fact, I will say, as crazy as it seems, that my 3 or 4 of my spots on the mountain that I found, like last year was the first year I would have put cameras in those spots. This year I'm on mature bucks in every spot. Which is kind of Yeah, so it's just
shirking
like
it down here.
There they are. Like they're in there. You know, I probably have 2 over 140, maybe.
Wow. Cool.
Yep. So yeah, it's cool to see those spots start to build history, because that's the key on those big public land places. You find the right spot, and year after year it will produce.
I'm pretty anxious to see what I can turn up on that.
You haven't gone over there yet?
Mm-mm.
And get camera up.
Yeah. It's restricted by a date.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't want to talk too much about it, but yeah.
When's the date?
I don't want to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's probably cameras out already on it.
I don't know. Not legally.
Yeah, not legally.
Well, no, it could be. It could be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I need
landowner permission.
Right. So I'll figure something out.
Yeah, man, I think it'll be pretty cool. So, if anybody's listening, we will be at the Utah TAC event next Thursday. I forget what day it is. 17th?
Yeah, Thursday. Yep.
Thursday 17th.
Right.
So, yep. So we're going to see Hoyt and Mountain Tough up in Bozeman for the first 2 days, and then we're going to come back to Utah, go and shoot the course at Solitude for most of the morning on the first day, Thursday the first day, and then we got to fly out. Yeah, if you guys are heading out to Utah, I don't know how many people actually travel out there for that thing.
Carlos just texted me from Bushnell. He's going to be out there for that.
Cool.
We'll try to link up with him.
Yeah. So if you're going to be out there, we will be there as well. Yeah. So
it's going to be a nutty 3 days. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on.
A lot of travel.
But
I've never flown into and out of and done something like that the same day. Like we'll fly into Salt Lake that morning, shoot the course, and then fly home that night after the first 2 days.
That'd be a whirlwind.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, it should be cool.
And then next week is Brassicas at home. Mm-hmm. Then next week is Illinois.
Yep.
And then August.
Roadshow.
That's right.
Roadshow. Have you committed to North Dakota?
You know, in my mind I have.
Yeah.
But I'm also seeing there's a lot of things that have to happen with the Dairy Mart as soon as we close.
Mm-hmm.
Like I might have to be there for some stuff. I'll do my absolute best to.
But you don't close the Dairy Mart until October.
Yeah, that's true. It's like mid-October, so. Well, yeah, but the food truck will be ready maybe around that time.
That would be.
Oh, I'm obviously going, but like,
what are we even talking about?
I'm just still battling these things that like are responsibilities in the meantime. So.
Yeah, I get it.
Demons.
Yeah, I get it.
There's a lot of things moving, in a good direction. It's just at a certain point, it's like, can I duck out? Here I go.
Well, and I mean, I say that just because I know that whatever it is, the last Saturday in September, we'll probably both be hot and heavy on something in Ohio. So it's like, and then at that point we're ripping,
We're in it now.
So that early season's nice from North Dakota and Kentucky standpoint, because we get a chance to get something out of the way before really the main season starts.
Yeah. I'll be checking in with Lucas leading up to it. It's like if we feel like we have a fairly decent beat on a few, then yeah, I'll go for sure.
Yep. Also, it would be an injustice if I didn't say we have Sunday hunting in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
Shapiro signed that damn thing. Well,
not yet.
So it is in law, but apparently the game commission has to adopt it or something, which is the stupidest thing ever. It's like,
that's fine. They've been pushing for it anyway, so it'll happen.
Well, yeah, so they can't really make them look pretty bad if they don't do it. And honestly, I say most people are probably just going to do it anyway. So you might as well just say yes, you have it. Yeah, so I think we'll find that out in the next week or two. They've got a meeting set up specifically to address it. So hopefully it's just wide ass open. And I say that because if you're listening from Ohio, West Virginia, probably even New York and Maryland, I firmly believe that your non-resident pressure will decrease because of this. Pennsylvania having Sunday hunting will keep more people in the state lines now.
Yeah, probably. Whether tangible or not, but in the same way, I bet
it's pretty tangible.
I bet Pennsylvania will have some non-resident increase as well.
Yeah, I bet it's pretty tangible, especially for Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland, and New York. I know Ohio, I think Pennsylvania is the largest non-resident population for hunters in Ohio, right ahead of Michigan.
Yeah, Shapiro's still a bum.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
he's like, now onto minimum wage.
Yeah. He's like, 80.
Can I hear $30?
$30. Property taxes increased. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see what that ends up looking like. But I do think that those places, especially the public guys, if you're hunting public in any of those states, I bet you see a substantial decrease in vehicles and stuff.
Yeah.
So overall, like, I mean, I know it's crazy, but there are people against it. It won't only be just good for our state. It will help all of those other states, which is, I think, important.
Yeah, I think it's a good role.
When access is such a big issue.
We are all for, obviously, things that, protect deer in a way, you know what I mean? But that's not one of them. It's like I want people to have the maximum time allotment to enjoy it.
I mean, that,
especially an inconvenient one like that. It's just silly.
That's one of the main reasons that most people and kids are dropping out is because, Saturdays is a sports day and Sundays you can't hunt.
Yeah.
So it will definitely help.
That's why I mean,
yeah,
whether it was that intentional, but I was just like, I'll just go to high. I left.
Yeah. I mean, dude, well, that's,
from the time I could, I was like, if I had a place to go and hunt the whole weekend, so let's just go there.
I couldn't tell you, besides with the kids, like the last time I hunted on a weekend in Pennsylvania, it's because I left to go out of state where I could hunt both days. Even if I was only getting 3 hunts in, I was still getting more than Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
With travel. So yeah, it'll be a really big thing, I think, for this state, and I'm happy that it's finally here. It's crazy that it's taken this long, but that said, it'll be intriguing to see how like the Game Commission and stuff handles it from like deer harvest reports and stuff. Cause like you would think if you have extra days that we would kill more deer. Didn't sound like they had any idea though of what was going to happen. Guess we'll find out.
I assume we will. And that's what they want. Right. So
yes, that's what all state agencies want, is to kill more deer.
Great.
That is the goal. So anyways, we appreciate everyone listening to this episode of HUNTR Podcast. Not HUNTR Podcast, Farm Companion.
Felt like it, didn't it? It was a long one.
It did. Farm Companion. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
You almost had me.
Almost had me. Farm Companion, and we'll catch you all next week.
Farm Companion.
Take me